Good afternoon, and welcome once again to our Signal Showcase, our Innovation Showcase series. I'm George Seifers, Editor-in-Chief of Signal Magazine. And please join me in welcoming Shadeh Ardani, Senior Solution Sales Executive with ServiceNow.
All right, excellent. Can you guys hear me okay? I want to preface this by saying that I walk around a little much, so that's why I've asked for this particular microphone. So bear with me. My name is Shadeh Ardani. I'm a Senior Solutions Executive here at ServiceNow, where I've been supporting the DoD accounts for the past 5 years from our CRM and industry solutions. Today, I'm going to take you on a little bit of a journey. We're going to talk about the evolution of service delivery on the ServiceNow platform and how service providers like DISA are transforming operations across the Fourth Estate. So we're going to talk a little bit about where we are today, the real-world impacts that are currently happening, and more excitingly, where we're going and how we're innovating with critical cutting-edge capabilities that are reshaping mission readiness. So let's dive in. Let me take you to a moment that happens far too often in the Department of Defense. Picture this. A mission-critical system goes down. A support ticket is filed, and the clock starts ticking. But behind the scenes, it's chaos. Technicians are swivel chairing between legacy systems, phone calls are going unanswered, emails are flying, and the one guy that might actually have an idea of how to do this quickly, he's on leave. And so the mission waits. And that's not just frustrating, it's dangerous, and that's the gap that we're here to close. Across the DoD, across the military branches and Fourth Estate, mission support depends on reliable service delivery. It's 2025, customers and mission partners are expecting things to work, to be fast and reliable. Can you turn up my mic just a little bit? I'm like, thank you. If I like bring it down a little bit, can you hear me? Okay, good, much better. Thank you. So anyways, customers and mission partners, they're expecting things to work. And the reality that we're seeing across tech providers and software factories in the DoD is that there's a lot of disconnected systems that are creating roadblocks and affecting the customer journey. And I know that customer experience in the context of DoD sounds like a punchline, but it's really critical. Whether it's a mission partner that's requesting telecom setup or a technician that's in the field and they need back-end support, that experience matters. And so what you see here is a snapshot of some of the frictions that we're seeing, the challenges that are constantly showing up in our DoD accounts. People are bouncing between outdated systems. There are ticketing tools and homegrown solutions that belong in a museum, manual work that's slowing everything down, and there's undocumented tribal knowledge. This is a really big one. We see people are far from a centralized knowledge repository. It's pretty much exclusively stored in some guy named Bob, and he's about to retire. We've got teams that are so disconnected, they can barely communicate to one another, let alone zoom out and see the big picture. There's fragmented handoffs, things are slipping through the cracks, it feels like a game of telephone. And so all of this is leading to long resolutions, long wait times, poor communication, and limited visibility, and quite frankly, frustration, not just for the customers, but for the teams that are providing support. Enter DISA and ServiceNow. For the past few years, DISA has been partnering with ServiceNow to consolidate their service desk operations, handling ticketing and critical Fourth Estate support. Together, we've been modernizing and maturing the capabilities that can impact the user experience and streamline that service delivery. It's like upgrading the government from a flip phone to an iPhone, except for their IT operations. And now, just to set the stage, what we're talking about today is a solution layer that brings together CRM functionality and ITSM capabilities. and it's tailored specifically for tech providers like DISA. Our heritage as a company started as a workflow platform for IT service management, for IT departments to service their employees for IT-related things, from I need a new computer to I need access to something. And it's through those digitized workflows where we saw a demand of extending that automation outwards and externally and outside of the four walls of an organization. And that's where customer service management came into the picture. And so the combination of those two things have helped connect the enterprise and is the foundation of our CRM solutions at ServiceNow. And this is we're very uniquely positioned to connect that enterprise in that way, providing value to the back office with IT service management and customer service in the front ends, on the front lines. And so as we look at the front lines, what we're really trying to do is introduce new channels of engagement. We see our customers are often limited to just emails or phone calls, and those on their own are not enough to have an idea of what is the work being done, how much have we done, what's left, what do we need to do to find resolution. And so we are trying to integrate those into new channels like a service portal, having the ability to have a centralized place to go. And this is a big one for DISA. They've been really trying to consolidate the entry points of engagement, having a more streamlined way of engaging to get anything from DISA. And so part of that comes from the ability to enable self-service. How can we empower mission partners to maybe find results on their own and to use tier 0 support and case deflection? So these are the kinds of things that virtual agent and going back to the knowledge repository are really helpful for. And we'll talk about AI here in a minute, but just to put an exclamation point there, virtual agent was something that in the past we've had to spend a lot of time configuring conversations that ultimately felt really rigid. It didn't feel natural. Have you ever played around with a virtual agent? It's like, this isn't what I'm asking for. What are you doing? So those conversations through generative AI are actually a lot more engaging from a natural conversational perspective. It's not only enhancing, how somebody engages with an agency, but it's also helping the agents on the back end as well. So we look at things like case summarization with AI, which is taking the many days of notes that have happened until this person is taking over a work assignment and being able to see, oh, okay, this is what's been done, this is what they've tried, let's try this path. And also having the ability to have suggestions along the way to guide those agents on paths of resolution. So it's two sides of the coin, both helping customer experience and also, again, those people on the service side. And another really cool talking point that we've had across the Fourth Estate has been integrating that even tighter with their call centers. So from a telephony standpoint, how can we incorporate integrations that transcribe calls? And so all of that is captured and it's summarized and it's kept in the record of the initial request, which is really great for when you come back to it. Also on that front is the ability to extract sentiment from that transcription. How can I see, oh, wow, this caller was really unhappy when they first came in, but at the end, we brought it around and they were happy. And using that as a model, using generative AI to capture what was done so that a new knowledge article could be generated. And you're not, relying on your agents who, bless their heart, may not have the best writing skills. So let's alleviate that for them. So that goes into continual improvement, being able to take the analysis from calls and these interactions and being able to improve processes along the way. Another tool people use are surveys. We have native survey capabilities that are capturing feedback from these engagements. And what we recently heard from our customers is Well, we're getting all this feedback and we're hearing the voice of the customer, but we don't know what to do with it. It's too much. So AI, again, is coming in from a case from a summarization standpoint and being able to aggregate those and say, oh, here you go. This is an actionable kind of route forward. This is how you can take that input and again, have a feedback loop associated with it. And so our mission, my team here at ServiceNow, we are encouraging and eliminating the friction. We're improving experiences, and we're driving end-to-end digitization using the AI-powered workflows on a single platform. So for those of you who are unfamiliar with ServiceNow, don't just think of us as a tool. Think of us as a control tower. And being able to streamline workflows and bringing order to that chaos that I was just describing. ServiceNow is a low-code software-as-a-service platform hosted in IL4 and IL5 and available on-prem. And every application, whether it's IT service management, IT risk, or incident risk management, HR, CRM, they are all running on the same core platform. And those are the 3 horizontal boxes right here. And because everything shares that same foundation, it operates on a single data model, that means we can automate workflows and incorporate analytics into the life cycle of an incident or a customer inquiry and track it as it moves across the agency. So there's really, no more stop and start. And we also have really powerful integration capabilities. We play nicely with others. There's all sorts of technologies that we hook into to make our workflows even more efficient and to reduce that swivel chairing I was explaining earlier. And here's where it gets really, exciting and sets us apart. AI is built into every layer of our platform. It's not just bolted on like other vendors. And so that gives our customers real control on how AI is used, and it gives them the ability through that control tower to tap into things like predictive intelligence, where you can have a shift in your teams from reactive and firefighting mode into proactive mode and be a little bit more prepared, which ultimately is going to drive faster and smarter outcomes. So, how does it all come to life in practice? DISA and some of our other fourth estate customers, they're already seeing value in our single stack that blends ITSM requirement operations with CRM capabilities. But now we're expanding that even further with our industry-specific solutions like Telecom Service Management or TSM, which are designed specifically for service providers, providing specifically tailored workflows for telecom needs. We've actually partnered with titans in this area, AT&T, Vodafone. These are design partners and also customers of ours. They're using the telecom stack today. And so it's really, TSM is bringing customer service and network operations all together in a single out-of-the-box solution. And the result is a better overall experience, better G2G experience, better B2B experience, and again, driving away from reactive support to proactive customer success. When you think about your own telecom providers in your own neighborhoods, let's say there's an outage, a planned outage, wouldn't you like to get a notification about that ahead of time and hear about it so you can plan for it? Or maybe there's an unexpected outage. Would be nice to get a notification from the telecom provider, hey, we already know there's an issue, no need for you to reach out, we'll get back to you when, we'll let you know when it's up and running again. And that's the kind of proactive communication that's providing more visibility and transparency. So we're not guessing why something failed. We know why it failed. We know what failed, but more importantly, we know how to prevent it from happening again. And so this is the direction we're heading. We are leading with products that are built for specific industries. customer service management on its own is a horizontal. It doesn't know what flavor it is. It doesn't know if it's providing service to somebody who had a bad experience at Starbucks or needs health care or needs financial services, or in this case, telecom. So we are verticalizing our solutions to meet these requirements and these use cases and these personas and these integrations out of the box. And so it's our R&D that's going to be accelerating value with faster implementations and less customization. And so taking this one step further from an improved experience standpoint, introducing ServiceNow Service Bridge, which is a unique application of TSM. It has the potential to really be a super connector in the ecosystem, providing all agencies, customers, and providers a seamless view of tracking service requests directly between their ServiceNow instances. It's like everybody is working from a single view, as if they're all working off of one instance. And so think of it as a universal translator. It's improving communication, it's enhancing visibility, and it's speeding up issue resolution. It's basically like a relationship counselor for providers and their users. And yes, it's cheaper than therapy. And the headline here is that ServiceNow Service Bridge is unique to ServiceNow. This is something competitors like Salesforce can't match. And that's a rare differentiator that not only helps modernize service delivery, it future-proofs it. I'm so excited because I actually have a referenceable customer here. AFRL gave me permission to mention our collaboration. We've been working with the Air Force Research Lab for their continued work on the platform. They've essentially established an HQ, a headquarters instance, where they're offering enterprise modules like strategic portfolio management, HR, and CRM, and also connecting in with Service Bridge to other instances that might have ITSM, for example, running. And basically, each directorate will log in to their own instance, giving users a unified catalog experience without needing to know where the request is being fulfilled. And again, it's a great opportunity for increasing service delivery and improving that experience. All right, wrapping up here, folks. What's coming next? We are entering the era of agentic AI, and there's really no way to say that without it sounding sci-fi and end of the worldy, but I mean it like running quietly in the background and making your world run smoothly. So agentic AI, these are systems that don't just alert you when something's off or make a suggestion to a fix. They're designed to take action within approved guardrails so they can handle tasks autonomously across the enterprise. So what if you can see a service outage before it hits? ServiceNow AI agents can actually detect those anomalies, route tickets proactively, and even recommend or carry those fixes proactively. And so again, shifting operations from reactive to proactive for a better experience. So let me take you back to where we started. Let's return to that mission critical system. It goes down. But this time, you've got an AI engine that detects the issue before impact. A ticket is auto-generated, the right person is alerted, and the problem is resolved before the mission even feels its impact. That's not just a vision, that's happening today with ServiceNow. And soon, AI won't just open the ticket, it might even resolve the issue all on its own automatically. And that's where we're heading. Thank you, folks. Let's keep building a future where the DoD doesn't just have to keep up, they can lead. My team and I will be standing by after here. If you want to come to our booth, we've got booth 3080, and we're right next to the DISA booth. So thank you so much. Thanks for your attention.
Shadeh, thank you so much. That was great. Thank you all for joining us once again. Our next presentation in 10 minutes will be on deception enhanced endpoint defense. So please come back and see us again.